I'm live now?
Yeah.
Wow. What a monumental moment this is. I am now finally immortalized on the internet. Hello and welcome. For those of you tuning in for the first time and curious, I am trying to do a challenge. 52 weeks of cooking. Every Sunday we're going to have a new theme, a new recipe that we're just trying to make something for. This week the theme was cabbage. I don't eat cabbage on a regular basis, so I was kind of stumped on what I was going to make. Initially, I was thinking maybe like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich with some coleslaw, but I posted last week's dish on my Instagram, and I got a suggestion from my friend Ryan. He said I should do an egg roll stir fry, so in honor of Ryan, that's what we're doing today. So this recipe starts off, we have a pound. Oh, and I should mention, today's recipe is brought to you by, wait, hold on, I don't remember, Mandy Rivers of southyourmouth.com. So Mandy, if you're watching, thanks for the recipe. Let's see it in action. They'll start off with, and the recipe calls for a pound of ground meat. You can use whatever meat you like. Since it's egg roll inspired, I'll say, reason pork. So, take pork, and we're just going to dump it right in the old Dutch oven, rolling at medium heat. We got our onion. I'm using I think it was a Spanish onion. Use whatever onion you like, or don't like, in my case. All right, just gonna say right now, this part is gonna be entertaining as I'm chopping stuff. I'm gonna be really way too focused. Onions are like the most terrifying thing to cut because they're just so damn spherical. And knives love to slip on spherical things, especially if they're not really all that sharp, which is exclusively where I reside, baby.
We have our first comment.
A first comment, what's it say?
My guy, wash your hands.
I did that before, off camera. Dude, I've had like so much coffee, so I'm just like constantly in the bathroom pissing. So don't worry about that, homie.
Getting a message from our commenter.
Oh boy. Please. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. For those of you wondering, the voice is, we'll call him my producer, Trace.
Just
gonna really fuck this up, man. Honestly, onions, you can cut it however you want. It's such a useless vegetable. And I hate cutting them. I should be better at it, I know, leave me alone, but I got a lot of things to cut. Maybe if we keep this going for a whole year like I plan, you can watch me get better with a knife and you'll all go like, oh, look at his growth. But for now, yeah, just comment it. I know what you're all saying. Who chops an onion like this? Send this to Gordon Ramsay on TikTok. Have him roast me. I don't care.
Oh, we should do a cook-off with you and Gordon.
Yeah. But here's the trick.
Sorry, I'm not like Mr. Ramsay.
Here's the trick. We make box mac and cheese. And he has no idea how to make like poor people food, so he'll fudge it up. I know YouTube just like changed their rules about swearing on videos. Does that go to live streams too? I guess so, because it just becomes like a video. Honestly, this works out better for me because now I can more easily avoid the onion. Like, add the onion. It's a lot. Alrighty, while that's rolling, let's get something to pick this up a little bit.
Joey, please don't cut your fingers off.
Thank you. I will not. Actually, I won't make promises. Actually, this sucks. I need something wooden. Or I guess a harder plastic, that'll work too. Ugh.
Griffin.
Honestly, I kind of like the way this super rough chop looks in here. But yeah, while that guy's rolling, we'll move on to carrots. All right, here's something I never understood, is the concept of peeling carrots. Like every recipe that I've seen that has included carrots is like, oh, you gotta peel that. It's like, why? Like, this isn't like a potato where the skin is like super tough or weird tasting outside. It's just more carrot. For the sake of, what was it, Marcy and her recipe, I'll do it, but I'm making a super big mess just off camera. Like, there's a pile of carrot skins.
They're just like potatoes. They grow in the ground.
They sure are, thank you. So does everything really. It all starts in the ground. No reason to be judgy about it. All right. Next up, I'm actually going to do this with the old shredder here. I don't know how well this is going to work, actually, but I don't want to dice it. And I thought, why not? Here it is. And people shred carrots, right? That's like a thing people do. Now, the recipe doesn't call for any seasoning on like the pork here as of yet. I assume they intend for all the, I guess, flavor to come from this stuff here. And again, to honor the recipe, I'm just going to do it as written. I'm kind of worried about that. I feel like, I could at least add salt and pepper to it now, but, we'll see. It actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, there goes my producer. He's had enough of this. It's all the abuse I put him through. Back up a little bit. Woo! Heck ton of onion. Isn't this such invigorating content? Hey, maybe you'll get lucky and you'll see me catch my fingernail in this grater. That'll be fun for all of us. It's just a tip. Nobody likes the tip. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Oh man, so next week the theme is Oaxacan. And I just have no idea what I'm going to do for that because literally everything I look up, all anyone can talk about is like, oh, Oaxaca has like 13 different mole sauces. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe I'll make a mole sauce. And then they all follow up with, yeah, they take like 5 days to prepare. And it's like, oh, well. Sounds funny.
Oh yeah, we're getting more comments on and off here.
Are they coming from the video or?
Yeah, and other messaging. We gotta tag yourself. I'm the Cabbage. I'm the rough chopped onion, and having Rocky there would make it so much better.
Nice, nice. Alrighty, well, thanks to you guys,
Whoever that is.
rough chopped onion and the cabbage for being here. Glad you could make it. Honestly, I take it back. This looks so unappetizing right now. We'll see if we can save it at the midpoint. But thank God I'm doing this in a Dutch oven so you guys can't see it. Right. I have never shredded a cabbage before. I don't know if there's like a proper way to do it. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna live our best. Oh my God. God, I wish this knife was sharper. I wish all my knives were sharper. You know.
My knives are sharp.
Okay, cool.
Right,
Look.
I don't even want to try to pronounce that, but simply make tacos with Oaxaca cheese.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. Oh, there you
That's,
go.
that's the thing.
I wasn't paying attention to
That's fair. That's just like our job here.
Cut it parallel to the stem.
Parallel? I'm going perpendicular. I'm going perpendicular this whole time. Oh no. Oh well. It's just cabbage.
They're baby.
Alright, you know what? No, we can go we'll go parallel now. Actually, that's stupid. That's really stupid to do it that way.
Go for it.
No, we're gonna just. Listen, guys, I already know this probably isn't going to beat the loaded baked potato soup I made last week, just because that was a baked potato soup with bacon and what have you, and that's just like automatically puts it like 10 points above anything where the focal point is cabbage for me. We'll see, but yeah, not exactly holding out for a hero till the morning light and what have you. Oh, there's.
Good old Bonnie Tyler.
Huh?
Good old Bonnie Tyler.
Oh, I thought you were saying body.
Yeah, Bonnie Tyler.
Oh, see, the thing is, like, when you say names, my first thought isn't, oh, he knows the celebrity I'm talking about.
I know musicians. Some.
We'll just do that out. Oh, boo-hoo. You sleep in until noon and then walk out to a perfectly clean kitchen, only to complain.
We have this once a week.
Alrighty. So there's your cabbage and carrots. Ready to go. Keep stirring this guy around. Now we're not going to drain any of the fat out of here because, you know, we got all this onion in here. And the thing is nobody actually likes the taste of onions. We only eat onions because they absorb the flavor of other stuff.
I love it.
I know you do, but you're the outlier to an otherwise universal fact. Go. Get all that fun stuff off the bottom. It's important to keep your pot on your heat. Let's see here. Right. Now we're gonna get started on making the sauce. That'll go in shortly after these guys. And, you know, all recipes in like cooking videos, they're always like when they're making sauce, like, oh, it starts with this specific ingredient, but it's like, it's a sauce. 9 times out of 10, you can put whatever the heck you want first. But this guy, I am randomly going to start with some garlic. Really soft garlic that's been sitting in the back of my pantry for a little bit. Ooh. I just popped my garlic like a little zit.
Yep.
That's appetizing. Gosh. You guys have no idea how fun this is for me because my producer is just messaging people right now. And I'm not going to look at it because I respect my audience too much. I just know they're talking mad smack about me. Like, this is going to be my whole evening now. It's just talking to them. And they're like, oh my gosh, Joe, why are you so bad at cooking? I'll be like, I don't know. Maybe that's the whole point of this, is to try to get better a little bit. But anyway, enough of that little rant. Get out of here. Cabbage in this. New message.
Well, I'll leave the message with new comment. New comment is good try, buddy.
Thanks. Oh man. You know, if anyone out there watching would also like to participate, I'm getting all the themes from 52 Weeks of Cooking over on Reddit. So, you know, if you want to know all the weeks in advance, well, not all of them, they update it like every week, 3 weeks in advance, I think.
You gotta know, Hart. I like the suspense.
Fair enough, gang. Okay, the soy sauce. 1/4 cup. See here. Yeah, maybe I'll just rank each dish that I make every week. Right now, number 1 is last week's dish, which again, the theme was rainy day, and so I made Guy Fieri's loaded baked potato soup, and it was pretty good. 2 tablespoons. All right, gang, if you're not cooking with sesame oil, you need to change that little fact about yourself, because this is like pretty good. Fry everything. Just fry a chicken breast in it. See how much better your life turns out. But anyway, I have not explained this recipe at all. I feel like it's all kind of self-explanatory. There's not really measurements to be made. Like half this recipe is 1 onion, 3 carrots, a cabbage. Like, I don't need to explain where that's gonna all end up. But I guess for now, right now we got 5-ish cloves of garlic in here, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, tablespoon of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil, and the recipe calls for what, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Here's a little tip for you guys. If a recipe ever says like 1/4 teaspoon of something, it just means taste. Just, there's no such thing. I'm not gonna bite into this and go, oh, that's a lot of black pepper. I might, but I want to admit it. All right, now for my least favorite measurement of all, a tablespoon of ground ginger. That's right. I just like, what, am I gonna just grate a bunch and then try to measure it out by, okay, that's a lot of, there's pepper in the air right now, that's futzing with me, that's, oh God, why is it so hard to grate? Peel. Oh, oh, sorry.
Stop making that face.
Oh, it's just, now there's pepper in the air, there's ginger in my eyes, there's a fire in my heart. God, why did I do this? This is stupid. Everyone look away. Damn it. Now I need a new ginger. It's okay, gang. Violent outbursts, kitchen nightmares has taught me anything. That's just how it goes sometimes. I'm actually gonna do this the cool way. That's sweet. Not literally, but it's not actually Tom Hanks. Yeah, so. Why not? Why not? We're in too deep now.
Use a spoon to peel it.
A spoon.
I like scrape the edge of the spoon on it.
I don't own a spoon.
Oh, we did get both a question and what I would assume is probably a request to go along with it.
Okay.
When's the OnlyFans dropping? The people need to know.
Well, for the OnlyFans, I would do. Actually, I had a friend who was talking about like she was very into educating the next generation. So she was like, I would start an OnlyFans where I would slowly strip, but each part of my body, I had different mathematic equations. Oh, great. Thanks for that.
Oh, yeah.
God, my producer sucks, guys. Always on his damn phone, playing his iPod, calling Angry Birds.
This 2008.
Always on his iPod Nano. All right. Kudos to the spoon trick. That worked a lot better. So, the only problem is I used up way more ginger than I intended to at this point, but such is life. Racism. That's probably nice.
Spoon gang.
Spoon gang. Put that on a t-shirt. Can we have 100,000 likes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Pork is looking about done. Oh, I tell ya, these onions might be onto something, soaking up all that fat. I did the same thing. God. All right, we'll call that cooked. And let's see here. All right, we're gonna turn the heat up a little bit. It doesn't actually give a heat for like how you should brown this. It just says brown the meat with the onions in there. So I'll let you guys use your best judgment. But for this part, it specifies carrots and cabbage at medium high. See, and this is why we love the flexible cutting board. I don't care what anyone has to say about their wooden one, because apparently it becomes an encampment for salmonella and E. coli. And also, kudos to this Dutch oven. This is just a lot of cabbage. And we just don't have any other big pots. Well, we have one. We don't have any deep walled skillets over here at Boyarbee Enterprises. So, second week in a row, this guy's getting shown off. Just put a cool paint job on it, right? Put flames on it. So that way, because it's a cooking dish, you see. So the flames actually make sense. You want it to be on fire, unlike your Camaros or what have you, that shouldn't be on fire. Sheesh, this is an easy recipe. Because now I basically just let my cabbage cook down, add my sauce here, and let that cook down. Let's talk about you guys for a second. What's something that you cooked recently that you were pretty proud of? Oh, yeah? I bet. Yeah, last week was supposed to be live too, but I'm a big Dumbo, and I couldn't figure out how to do it in time. This week we did figure it out, so go us. Yes, Trace.
If you can imagine, we did have somebody who has recently cooked a Dutch baby.
Oh, really?
So your cutting board makes them nervous because it moves too much as you cut.
What are you talking about? No, it doesn't.
Somebody else made bacon today in the oven.
Bacon in the oven's the way to go. I had to do oven, or not, I had to do stovetop bacon for last week's recipe. And if I ever do get that video, because I still recorded last week's, if I ever do get that edited and put on the channel, you'll see. But so much of it is just me standing around waiting for bacon to cook. But to be fair, the oven wasn't used for the potatoes. But I could have just microwaved them. Ah, it would have been so much easier.
I'm sure the beeping in the background would have been great for audio.
Oh yeah, because our audio is so good now, right guys? Yeah. I did a test listen and I'm just I hear a buzzing. I don't know where it's coming from, but I can't fix it, so.
We have an ew, and I can only assume that it's in reference to the microwave bacon.
Nah. No, I was gonna microwave the potatoes, not the bacon. You kidding me? Get out of here.
So that's a plan. We have another no with a little heart.
Okay. Thanks for that, guys.
Even worse.
What?
Probably the potatoes in the microwave.
Why? It's not like a steak where you're like, oh, the cook on this potato has ruined my meal. It's a potato. You get it soft, it's fine.
They have high standards. You've known this.
Dude, I don't know who's commenting.
Search their name.
Oh.
They both do just have their full names in the comments.
My God. You guys are my aunts and uncles.
Just cut the potato chunks and boil them in broth.
Boil you in broth.
I'll say potato.
Every time I start the stream and I'm just like, ugh, my audio is gonna be so bad. I'm just like, well, if they want better audio, they have to send me money or audio equipment.
Pay for the subscription.
Yeah. Give me a Radio Shack sponsor deal.
Take a look at our Patreon.
What can I say? It's just a big. I mean, at this point, it's kind of just a big bowl of vegetable. But that's good. I'm wearing green, the color of all vegetables, so it's fitting. Also, I'm glad I shredded the carrot instead of like trying to dice it or anything, because this is way more feng shui than had I diced it.
Ah. What is your favorite VeggieTales character, Veggie Boy?
Oh, you know it's gonna be Larry the Cucumber.
That's a good answer.
Mm. Hey, this made it in last week's recipe too.
Is that gonna be the
Maybe that's my new.
set piece? We have an answer to the Larry the Cucumber, and it's weak.
What? Go to hell. I probably shouldn't say that. Larry wouldn't approve. Let me guess, you're Bob the Tomato guy. You're what was the little asparagus guy?
I haven't been to church in a long time.
No, that's the beauty of that because it brings the church to you.
Nah, the asparagus. Not telling us what the asparagus is famous. What the asparagus' name? We might take because I think it's like 15. We might take that answer off the air. Number 15, asparagus. Okay. That is one time wrapper Friday. The big plus to this recipe that like when I was looking up different versions of the recipe, they all were just like,
Oh, if you're looking to watch your calories and eat egg rolls, do this because you don't fry it in oil and it doesn't have all the nasty carbs from the dough with a wonton wrapper. Might need to add more, just everything. This doesn't seem like enough sauce. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, add your little sauce mixture to your cabbage. Real quick, I'll take this time. I'm on Instagram, just sweet Boyarbee. If you haven't already followed me, I don't really post anything on there as of yet except the recipes. But I mean, I'm literally on week 2, guys. Cut me some slack. I'm gonna hopefully get cooler as time goes on. I'll start wearing sunglasses more. I'll ride in on my skateboard.
You had a bad take. Carbs are the best part.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, but you're trying to watch your weight. Stuff that has carbs usually is like the first to go, isn't it? Unless you're a marathon runner. Yo, if you were on your college rowing team, leave a like. That's how you trick people into liking your content. You just say vaguely specific. Vaguely specific. Say very specific things that could apply to a decent amount of people, and they'll all have to like it. Woo. I'm sorry.
I'm disliking this now.
Oh man. No, my internet cloud.
We do have one like though, so somebody was on their college rowing team.
Hell yeah. What's up, my fellow rowheads? Yo. Call it Rohan.
Row, the power.
Row, fight the power. Alright, we'll just let that go until the cabbage is quote unquote tender. Ooh, that smells really good actually. The secret ingredient is love. I love holding a long, awkward stare at the camera, man. It's fun. Okay. Let's get a little fork action. That's the bets. So they said to cook until cabbage is tender. I know what meat is like when it's tender. I can't really think of like, oh, that's a tender cabbage.
We have a callback to Spoon Gang.
If you really want next time, because this definitely needs to cook a little bit more. That was just raw cabbage.
Tender veggies equal soften.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a mouthful of cabbage.
The cabbage will almost be translucent.
Wow. It's come down a lot already. Not as much as spinach would have, which is the best leafy veg. I love spinach. You used to put that shit on a sandwich.
Ooh, a cabbage chewing ASMR stream?
No doubt. I understand now why most cooking shows have like 2 hosts.
You've never been seen to have eaten spinach before.
Yeah, because I don't make a big deal about it. So what? I'm just playing by my own rules. Yeah?
You make a big deal about everything. For real.
I'm not even going to justify that with a response. It just doesn't seem like worth making a fuss over.
I think you'll get more clout if you start fighting with people in your chats.
You're right. But I need to just like call out big internet people.
Like who?
Well, I was going to say James Charles, but I'm worried he tried to, break me. I think if I say frig, that'll get the algorithm to be like, that's a swear word. Maybe if I say it enough in the right context.
If it wasn't, you wouldn't have responded.
Huh? Sorry, I'm being the bigger man over here. Also, I'm adding a bit of salt. That needs.
Call out Ryan's World.
Yeah. Ryan's World, meet me in the squared ring. I'm going to take you to pain on the pain train.
Call out Trace. Too much salt.
No,
Those are
such
separate comments.
Nah, you do produce a lot of salt, I've noticed.
I haven't done.
All right, let's see the effects of this too much salt.
I screamed over the salt. To be fair, watching the stream, it kind of pauses in frames, so the salt lingered in the air for a minute. So it looks like a lot.
Yeah, the camera adds 5 pounds, which understandably would be a lot of salt. This is almost looking like a shepherd's pie, minus, all the best parts of shepherd's pie, i.e. potatoes, carbs.
The shepherd.
How well do you think this is going to keep as leftovers? Ooh, that's going to be another thing that I rank all the dishes on. It's how well they keep as leftovers. Again, Boyarbee soup goes to number 1 because it's the only one. But I suspect he'll be pretty high up there with that soup. It's soup. You toss her in the microwave if you're golden. Especially if your microwave has a soup button.
We have some new comments coming in. I'll save the good ones for last so we can end on a good note for this little series of them. Joe doesn't eat leftovers. That's his brand. Very true. And Joe, how was your day? Highs and lows. Go.
Highs and lows. Okay. High, I get to be here cooking for you guys. Low, I think I messed up. Just like in every aspect of this. I think when looking back over the amount of steps, I'm pretty sure I can think of at least one wrong thing each spot. So that's
Like the salt? And no, that's crazy.
nope, salt was much needed. But I think we're approaching this being done.
Or the cutting part.
Yeah, cutting part, the ginger part, the 2 shots of vodka. Yeah. If nothing else, I have a nice wine that I can use to. I was saving it for this very occasion. All right, Trace, get over here and have a little taste. As local guy who likes onion. Dude, I look like dog butt.
Hey, spoon gang.
Spoon gang, gang. That's cabbage week, dude. You gotta get the cabbage.
That's good. Could use a little more onion.
Yeah, you're probably right. I would argue if you use more of these guys, but you know what? Let's do it. Let's follow the heart a little bit.
Do the 2 shots of vodka meme and drink it.
I'm not gonna drink.
Oh my god, I ship it. Cute. Smiley face with some hearts.
Cool. Just a little extra. Because it wasn't salty enough with the original amount. It wasn't salty enough when I added salt. It needs more.
After 3 cups of salt, we need 3 more cups of liquid salt.
Liquid salt. Oh, God save the castaways.
There's not a chat discussion going on. Who's the top? Trace, right? Trace.
What? No. Guys, come on, please. My family will probably watch this.
No, they're not here. KB conversation.
Fair enough.
You'd think your brother would at least be here supporting you.
He's probably being forced into manual labor, or he might be
taking a shower.
Now I get out of the shower, you're using all the hot water.
Ooh, Job is a soft boy, and Noah is a fake fan.
One of those is true, and I'll give you a hint. I'm hard as a rock right now.
Interesting.
Oh, God. All right, I think we're about to call this good. Let's.
Hard for traits.
No.
This is OnlyFans. When?
I don't know, guys.
Rocky says hi.
If this gets 100 likes, I'll do an OnlyFans and post feast. No, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want people. And I got really gross feet. But somebody's into that. Somebody's willing to pay primo dollars to see my nasty toes. Let's think about that person for a second. Yeah. But anyway, we'll get ourselves a little plate for presentation.
Our viewers are requesting you say hi back to Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. Don't let Elliot get you down. Old bastard's got to have cardiac arrest sooner or later.
That's massive.
I'm guessing that one isn't going to go over well with the fans.
Well, maybe if his owners didn't make him so large and tube-shaped.
All right. Listen, dang, I just don't know if there's an appealing way to plate this. But also, my rough chopped onions are kind of, they're not lookers, that's for sure.
Put a garnish on there.
What am I going to use as garnish?
Ginger.
Something. Here, wait, I need you for this part. Tell me if I'm out of focus. But, can you guys see that? You see it?
Let's get closer.
Now, listen, part of why I wanted to do it live, A, to prove I did it, and don't have to edit it, and B, I'm not going to be one of those fake guys who goes on the internet, finds a random recipe, and he's like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever had. You need to try it immediately. I'm here to try stuff out and give you the full tooth on it.
We got a wow, beautiful, and wow, 10 out of 10.
Okay, did they specify that should be said sarcastically?
No, that was interpretation
I see.
based on my insider knowledge.
All right, well let's give it a bite. Bon appetit. Okay.
I wasn't being sarcastic, I promise.
Oh, thank you. Give it a lot better than I expected it to. All right.
Bon appetit.
Bone apple teeth. I'll get my thoughts on there. I definitely see this. This took like half the time that soup last week took, which is why I'm stretching, really trying to hit that 10-minute mark to warm bean here. I think I give this a 6. No, I'll give it a 5. Like, I could eat this, probably, have a whole plate of it, but, I wouldn't, order it at any given time. Like, if this was on a menu, would never think to get it. That's just me, though, because I've got the palate of a child. But I can really see this appealing to someone, again, who's, maybe trying to watch their calories a little bit, because it is mostly vegetables and salt. And salt's good for you. It's a rock. It doesn't fit anywhere in the food pyramid. But it's not bad. And I didn't do this last week, but real quick, we'll give the soup, I kind of give the soup an 8.
It was good.
It's pretty high tier, especially if you add hot sauce to it, which I know Mr. Fieri He's pro hot sauce, that guy.
I threw some ghost pepper in
Mm.
there. Close the cabinets, you animal.
Well, there you have it. Egg roll stir fry. Week 2, cabbage, done. I'll see you guys next week for Oaxaca night. Still don't know what I'm going to make for that. Bother me on Instagram about it. Or you can subscribe to my Reddit page. I don't care.
It should be called chaotic cooking.
Yeah, but then I'll make too many, I'll probably make too many Sonic references. I'll be like, chaos control. I was thinking,
Almost 50 minutes of chaos.
wow, almost 50. Yeah, this one turned out a lot shorter than the other one.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. But, again, live. But, yeah, I think we'll call it there. Thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you here next week. And, ciao. Am I off? You gotta turn it off.
Yes.